Veronica Kennedy here, and we're going to discuss the top 4 most critical areas of LinkedIn that really do make a difference. What makes LinkedIn so special? It is a professional platform. It's not Facebook. It's not a catch-all for content. It really is where people put their attention on professional relationships and sharing professional content and really either establishing trust, and that generally occurs through the contact with the face. Social media does augment our personal relationships, and that's done through communication, authentic communication, and our first impressions when we see someone's face. We want that to be a professional picture. So I really can't emphasize enough the importance of this, and studies have shown this is the first place that people's eyes are drawn to when they visit your profile. And how often people visit your profile? Ted Prodromou of LinkedIn Accelerator has found that people will look you up as much as 85%. They're engaged with online and LinkedIn, so that can be for a follow-up after meeting you at an event. It could be after an interview. Particularly important to have a quality LinkedIn professional profile that is complete. And we're going to discuss that in a minute, but moving on to the second most important real estate on your LinkedIn profile is your name. And as far as using any kind of symbols or accolades after your name, it can be frowned upon. However, the more acceptable ones are a doctorate or an MBA. A lot of certifications are not recognized here. Some HR designations are. So for something that is widely accepted and recognizable, it is acceptable to put this next to your name. However, but don't use this namespace for your tagline. It's actually a violation of LinkedIn rules and can get pinged for it or even have your account shut down. So that's what the area underneath is for. Now, a lot of people use this for their job description. If you're an accountant, people will put down an accountant, but what this really is you're arguably, after your name, the most valuable real estate on your profile. This is what people look at first to really see what you do, and here's how you differentiate yourself with your differentiated value add statement. Don't just state what you do, state what makes you unique or different, or emphasize a deliverable. So for example, if you do accounting but you really focus on helping people with their taxes, or you really assist service-based entrepreneurs, this is an excellent area for here. And I do play or test different taglines. So the one I'm running right here, this is a key area for keywords. So people who are looking for a differentiated value with web design want to understand a little bit more about how I offer this in my web design packages. So I make a description of what you can expect with web design with me, and how I connect it to lead generation marketing, which is really, it's relationships. It's emphasizing and making it easy for people to see you, notice you, and engage with you and trust you. That's what really, that's what relationship marketing is about. And I have a couple of techniques for that I integrate with my online packages. So that's why I emphasize those two things here in the value added differentiating statement. And I do like to put enough information there that helps people have an idea, or perhaps be intrigued enough where they're willing to continue to read further. I do want to call your attention to a different way or a different test of how this works. And so we'll look at Ted Prodromou's section, and you'll notice right away, real friendly, smiling, approachable, professional headshot. He's not at a barbecue, he's wearing a suit, or he's presenting. So this is a great example, and obviously, and then we dress, here he does use a designation that's recognized in his field, the CPCC, and then his differentiated value. He does occasionally change this up, and right now he's really emphasizing how he can help people with their LinkedIn for credibility, brand recognition, and relationship development. So I really like how he uses this space he doesn't just say, hey, I'm a LinkedIn coach, although he is. It's just one of the areas he emphasizes how it can really help people, and it's catchy. It's different from what everybody else is saying. If you do a search under, we brought up an example of accountant earlier, you're not going to see what makes people different unless they make an effort to tell you. Another advantage of LinkedIn is it's going to show people similar. So people also viewed people like Ted Prodromou. And in this example, we're using his account because I'm logged into my account. So it's not going to show people like me when I'm logged into my own account. But were you to visit Veronica Kennedy, it would show you other people who have similar web design or online marketing skills and are offering that to their clients. And here it really tells you some differentiated values. These are some high-level clients. Perry Marshall, it's a very recognized name, as is Viveka von Rosen. So, and obviously Ted Prodromou is up there with them. So you'll notice how they really differentiate themselves in their real estate, which is the value add statement. Here, I mean, Viveka says she's a Forbes top 20 most influential. We have Bryn Tillman. She was featured in Ted's social media magazine, and she really says what she does. It really helps you understand and encourages people to read the summary, which brings to let's first address the third most critical area of LinkedIn, and that is the background photo. This can often be a very underutilized space. A lot of LinkedIn users have not caught on to really using the space to brand themselves. You could have a very professional background. Obviously, Ted does a really nice job with this because it's not just his picture. He's up on stage. He's a speaker as well. LinkedIn background with what he's known for helping people with, and America's leading coach. He's got his brand he's got his logo in the background. So that's something here. This shows that I'm a presenter and I presented to a large crowd of professional females. And I could probably add my logo up here to even accentuate more credibility with this real estate. So to cover the three, we've covered the first three, which is initially your profile picture, your name, then your differentiated value statement, your background, and finally we're going to get to the fourth most critical area of LinkedIn, and that is your summary. An excellent tip that Ted Prodromou covers in LinkedIn Accelerator training, which I've already noticed a difference on, is the summary. Do not use this space to reiterate your resume. Use that in your job description. So when people scroll down, here's where you really emphasize your accomplishments, what you have to offer, and what you've done. The summary tells your story, and that makes people interested in you. When they're checking out your profile, they want to know about you, what differentiates you, why should I work with you, why are you in the field that you're in, especially if you've had a career change. Here's really your opportunity to initiate that conversation with the visitor of your LinkedIn profile, share your story, personalize that experience where they can really get a feel for who you are. And if you were to be visiting my profile, you would have the opportunity to hear my story. Not too long, but I basically share a little summary of what I do, and then I go into my story. And I've already had really good response, as opposed to when I was using the space to accentuate my accomplishments, reiterate my specialties. I wasn't really getting the engagement or showing that people who were visiting my profile, when they message me, I can tell that they've looked at my summary based on some of the things they reference in our communication. So it's really a prime real estate area, and most people don't scroll past this stage. The first four areas they visit in LinkedIn, especially if they're running searches, it's a real quick assessment, and only if those four areas are complete and engaging will they bother to continue to scroll down and take the time to read more. So if you really want to leverage your professional connections, and ideally you do have a complete profile on LinkedIn, though one way to really play around with LinkedIn and notice how many profiles, either, especially that first part, don't even have putting their best feature forward with a professional picture. Even if you only do these four things, you already stand out professionally, and it encourages people to further engage with you and read further on to get to know you and really establish those relationships with people who basically qualify themselves, and that's how you can leverage the power of LinkedIn to really nurture and develop those relationships. Let me know if you have any questions regarding these four sessions, and you can reach out to me at Veronica@Kennedy Consulting or visit veronicakennedy.com. Thank you.